Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and for today's daily, it's going to be a bit of a different one, and it's not even transfer related. You'll be surprised to hear, and that's because today we want to hear your thoughts and see how many of you can correctly guess the outcome of our upcoming season. So while we still have plenty of positions needing filling in the squad for us to be more confident, there actually couldn't be a more exciting time to get you to make some big calls and try and predict what's going to happen, because currently we basically have no idea what's going on, which will make it loads more fun. So without further ado, let me talk you through how to play our prediction game. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Make sure you do. So here is how it works. We want you to comment below with your predictions for each question. And at the end of the season, we're going to take a look back and see how well all of you did. Now, we've got 10 questions today, and they're going to be in the video description for you to copy and paste to make it nice and easy to fill out those answers. So here are your 10 predictions and a little overview of what each one needs to include. So first up, top goal scorer. This one goes without saying. This is the player that you think will score the most goals for us this season. Last season, this was a tie between Bowen and Antonio, both of which got 14 goals. Second, hammer of the year. This is your favourite player, or basically player of the season. So for this one, you're telling us who you expect to perform really well in the West Ham side. Number 3, your third prediction is for which player will receive the most cards. Last season, Dawson actually had the most with 6, despite going to Wolves halfway through the season. Second highest was 5 yellow cards, with Rice, Paqueta and Soufal all having this number. Number 4, where we'll finish in the Premier League. Now, this is currently a very difficult one to predict, as a lot will depend on which players we are able to bring in between now and the close of the transfer window. But we're asking you to make a prediction now, because where's the fun in knowing too much? Judging by the comments that I've seen, I can safely say I'm not expecting many of you to predict a top half finish, but maybe there are some out there. Let us know which position you think that we will finish. Number 5, we want to know how far you think we'll make it in Europa League. For number 6, tell us how well you think we'll do in the FA Cup. And for number 7, let us know how you expect us to do in the League Cup or Carabao Cup, whichever you prefer to call it. Now, your 8th prediction is for most improved player. So this is the one that is a bit of a dark horse and pleasantly surprises us. Who could that be? Number 9 gives you a bit of creative license, and this is a nice fun one. So let us know what you think the most random thing to happen all season will be, and feel free to go into as much detail as you want. We want mad predictions. We want properly out there ideas that could happen. So this one will be the mad prediction of anything that happens on or off the pitch for West Ham. So yeah, get nice and creative. For example, that fan seasons back that ran onto the pitch with a corner flag, that would have been a fantastic example of a random thing to happen. And if you could have predicted that, you probably would have been psychic. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So out there, as much detail as you can give, that's what we want. So it's fun to look at. And number 10, last but not least, how long will David Moyes last? If you think he's going to be going at some point this season, which I know is a very, very popular opinion, shall we say, let us know which month you expect him to leave. Will he have a shocking start and get the sack really early on, or might he surprise us with a good start to the season and end up at West Ham for longer than we're expecting? Let us know. So there you go. Those are your 10 predictions to make. You'll see the questions in the description, so you can really easily copy and paste them into the comments with your answers next to them. Give a little thumbs up to the predictions that you agree with as well. I'm interested to see which ones seem to be most popular. Let us know what you think for each of these predictions, because like I said, we're going to be reviewing your predictions at the end of the season and seeing which ones of you actually got closest. So there we have it. Officially 3 days until the season kicks off. Make sure you've created your Premier League fantasy football team as well, if you haven't, and joined the West Ham Network League using the code PTC3HT, all lowercase, for your chance to win the league. And of course, the prize that comes along with being champion. Details for the Fantasy Football League are in the description below as well. So there's everything you need there to sign up. And in fact, we even did a video on everything you need to know about fantasy football. So if you've not signed up to that before, if it sounds a little bit daunting, if it doesn't sound like your thing, have a look, because you may well find that it's worth just a bit of a laugh. And also, as I said in the video, it's actually quite fun because you start caring about random players from random teams and how they do. And the bright side of that is whether West Ham are having a great week or a terrible week, you can find the slightest bit of joy in gaining points from other players from other teams. silver linings. If you haven't already subscribed to West Ham Network, please make sure you do, because the content is going to be coming thick and fast once the season begins. We would hate for you to miss out on any of the action. Don't forget to leave your predictions. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And until next time, come on, you Irons.